Hi, I'm Mike Deming, host of Sportsman's News Television. On this episode, we're in Idaho with M2D Properties. We're up here to shoot spring bear, but right now we got here a little bit early. These ground squirrels are absolutely destroying the farmers' fields here, and you can come up here and shoot 400, 500, 600 rounds a day. Great way to spend the afternoon. So we're gonna get some practice and some trigger time here before we head out tonight for the bear hunt. Oh, got him. Oh, perfect. This is a great way to kill the afternoon, waiting for the afternoon bear hunt, and also doing a little bit of conservation for the rancher. These things are absolutely annihilating their fields, and almost nothing will grow here. The next step is poisoning them if we can't do enough damage. So you want to have a lot of fun, come up and book a spring bear hunt with M2D Properties and Sparky's got a good group of guys here. We've already checked some baits. There's bears hitting the bait. We just need to find the right one, get a break. If not, we'll smoke a whole bunch of squirrels and help the rancher out. So we're up here in Idaho, mid-May, looking to do some spot and stalk bear hunting with M2D Properties. You know, a lot of people go all the way into Canada to bear hunt, and you just don't need to. Idaho's got so many bears up here, and Sparky runs a great property. He's got 25,000 private acres up here, numerous baits, and there is absolutely gobs of bears. So we've seen a few pretty big ones. Right now we're sitting about 1.5 miles off of some of these sites and some places where they've seen some of these bears. So we're hoping to find one with enough daylight, try and get some opportunity to get in and get a couple 100 yards, make a great shot. Got another 1.5 hours of daylight. We'll see what happens. Yeah, just spotted our first bear. We're about a little over 1 mile from it. It's gonna hit one of the baits that's over there. It's coming in really cautious. So I think it's pretty young. It's gonna cross a road here in just a minute, and that's kind of something we know the distance of it and how big it is. I'll be able to tell a little bit more. It's just too far to film from this distance. Really little bear. You know, when we're spring bear hunting, or even if you're elk hunting, the days are super long, not a whole lot to do, but there's a lot of different creeks and river systems that are here in this valley. And, whether you want to go catch little 4-inch brookies or you want to have an opportunity to go get some big rainbows, there's different streams. We had limited amount of time, but got a chance to go experience what it had to offer. Great little streams and lots of little fish to be had. And I'm assuming some big ones. We just didn't want to take the time to make that happen. So yesterday when we got up here, we saw a color phase bear coming to the bait. We're back about 3/4 of a mile down the hill, and from the time we left, get up here, another big color phase bear had actually came into that bait below it, and I think he heard the truck. We thought we were being quiet. Apparently not. He was only there for about a minute and a half. He bailed out. Pretty spooky. He's the same bear we've actually seen on some of the trail camera photos. Big bear. He's over 6 foot. Beautiful color phase. Nice bore. Something we want to shoot. So we're getting in here plenty early today, and we're going to get up on this perch. It's about 420, 430 yards away from the bait, so it's a bit of a long shot, but I practice long range so we can pull off something like that. So we're going to get up here, settle in, have plenty of time. Hopefully we get lucky tonight. Bear. Sitting here prime time, just waiting for one of these bears to hopefully come out. I mean, we've got about 30 minutes before legal shooting light is up, and Eric stood up to stretch because he was getting cold, and lo and behold, off of this back hill back here, he spots a nice chocolate bear. I'm pretty sure it's the same one we've been seeing come to the bait, and I just didn't communicate with him well about if I was on and was he on to shoot. We were about 220 yards from him right there. He was moving pretty fast, but Eric later found out he had him on, and I could have killed him. But, you know, the bait's only 425 yards across here, so he was going down the hill last time we saw him, going down to the creek beds. We still got a little bit of time. Hopefully he comes out over there. We rebaited today, so hopefully we're set, man. We'll just sit and wait. See if we can bait him out. Eric, get out. You're coming down the bottom of the sage. Get set up.
Hundred 25 yards, baby. Dropped him in his tracks, and the 26 nozzle put the smack down on him with that little pulled scope. Holy smokes, man. We saw this bear. He came in from behind us up here. Eric spotted him and couldn't get on him, and we figured he was going to the bait. Lo and behold, he went over there. We saw him coming in from the bottom, covering ground. We've got like 10 minutes of legal shooting light here, so we're gonna go recover this guy, and we're going to do this as just a great color phase bear. We're in Idaho with M2D properties. You know, Sparky's got a great operation here, 25,000 acres. Obviously bears, elk, we've seen elk all day, deer, antelope, you name it. Right now, we're running out of daylight. Let's go recover this bear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, we got her done, man. That was a smoke of a shot. 425 yards across that canyon there. Eric had seen him coming across the back there, kind of snuck up on us. We got pictures of this bear, beautiful color phase bear. Sparky sent me photos of him. He couldn't be down here.
we really wanted his son to get a chance to kill this, but I'm pretty happy that I got a chance. This is my 32nd bear. I love killing bears. Got my good friend Eric Christensen behind the camera, so about out of daylight here. Oh, I'm pretty excited. When it goes down fast and furious like that with the last few minutes of daylight, you got to make a really good shot. You got to bear down and make a good shot, and we did. And he didn't go probably 20 yards here, so we get him gutted out and get him in the truck. We'll celebrate. Sportsman's News does it again. We're gonna do one of these hunts with Sparky in 2017 with the Sportsman's News Pro Member Sweepstakes. So might have you up here doing this with us here in another year. Well, we killed a great bear here last night in Idaho with this over-the-counter tag. We shot him right at dark, so we had to save him till today to be able to get good photos and trophy photos of him. And now we're gonna turn this guy into a rug. So I'm gonna show you some tips and techniques on how to make a great rug out of this thing and not get that bodybuilder effect where there's cut in on the sides. And Stuart Frazier, owner of Itcher Mountain Outfitters, kind of showed me some tricks. He's probably done 40 bears a year, and he's been in business for nearly 20 years. So I consider him an absolute expert. And one of the things he says, you gotta have a really sharp knife. Well, I'm not good at sharpening knives, so I'm a huge fan of the Outdoor Edge Razor Light. And it's a replaceable blade knife. All I've got to do whenever this knife gets dull, push the button, pull the blade out, I can put a new blade in. So I'm going to show you some tips and some tactics to utilize this to make sure you get a great rug. And we're going to put this guy on the rug mount on the wall. He's got probably 4 inches hair on his back. He's a beautiful color-phased bear with real dark legs. So we'll show you how to get it done with a real sharp knife by Outdoor Edge. All right, so the way we're gonna start with our bear, he's nice and rigged up here, so he's real easy to work with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here at the rectum, and I'm gonna go down the back of each leg, right in the center of the leg. And do it on both sides, and we'll start working that up. And what that's gonna do when that leg unwraps and comes out to become a rug, it makes sure it's nice and full on that other side, so you don't have that bodybuilder effect. If you're not familiar with doing the feet and you've never done it before, go ahead and take them off at this joint here and let your taxidermist do it, because he'll be able to handle that even if you're doing a full body mount or something. You don't need the pad here if you're going to do a rug. Their taxidermist is going to cut it off when they tan it anyway, but I went ahead and left it on just in case when I'm done I decide maybe I just want to do a full body mount or something. But as it is, I'm just planning on doing a rug here, so I'm just going to keep working this thing around. Right now, so we've got the back legs. Now we flipped him over onto his back, and we're gonna do the next most important thing to make sure you don't get that bodybuilder effect. And that is we're gonna take these front legs, and we're gonna go right down the center of the arm, back up to the chest. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So when this arm unrolls and folds out, now the majority of it is on the back side here, which is gonna make that a nice full rug, because we've done the same on the back leg, and we've done the same on the front. So we're gonna skin him out on the front here, and we'll roll him back up and bring the hide all the way up to the skull, take off the skull, and then we're done with him. Thanks for joining us on this episode. Tune in next month. We'll have another great show for you.